When you see a home online, it may not necessarily be available for sale, and I'll explain that a little bit more. Now, all websites populate off of the data on Realtor.ca. Now, in recent years, with House Sigma, which has become very popular in the GTA coming online, House Sigma actually shows you what the particular status of the house is, whether it's a new listing, sold, conditional, or sold. But other than House Sigma, I don't know very many, if any, websites actually show, like Home Finder or sites like that. Point two, I think it's Point Two is one of the other ones. I don't know that they actually show status. So because you see a house on Realtor.ca, it may be sold conditional, or it may be sold conditional with an escape clause, or it could be sold. And then oftentimes with Realtor.ca, as a realtor on the back end, when we're actually updating the status of those particular houses, again, being it sold conditional or sold firm, oftentimes it can take up to 24 hours to actually populate that information to Realtor.ca. So oftentimes what can happen is you're going to go online to see that particular property, but it may not necessarily mean that it's there. So sometimes if you don't have access to House Sigma, which again, it's just a membership, that you have to sign up for. It's totally free. But other than that, yeah, you would end up having to reach out to your realtor of choice to get that sort of information to understand what that current status of the house is. So that's kind of how things have been working. So it's in a very, very hot market. It's very common for people to call me and say, hey, I want to see, house one, house two, house three, and me to say, look, the first two are sold. So again, just because it's there, we're talking about the lag in the population of data.